Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is FOREX. So today I'll be explaining to you how to use this strategy. This indicator is called accelerator oscillator. Yeah, this strategy is very simple, easy to use, easy to understand. This is the only indicator you will need. This particular one, accelerator oscillator. I don't use all those indicators that will cloud your chart, and you will end up finding ways to analyze or ways to point out when to enter a trade or when to exit a trade. I make my strategies as simple as possible. I have a whole lot of strategies I'll be sharing with you guys. It's not left for you to choose and master one. Yes, the reason why majority of us don't excel in this our trading is because you jump from one strategy to another. Stick with one, even though that particular strategy you loss for a particular trade, you make a loss for a particular trade. Clear your charts, install the indicators again, look at your charts again, back test again, then come back. Don't jumping from one strategies to another really spoils the way we trade the forex market. Imagine you trading with one strategy, you clear your chart, install a new indicator, doing that on over and over again. Meanwhile, these strategies are meant to be followed over time. You need to use it for a particular period of time. No matter what you are doing, at all, you must definitely lose. Even the greatest trader in the world still loses some trades. Yeah, so without wasting much of your time, I'll be explaining how to catch spikes for boom 1000, boom 300, boom 500, so on and so forth. Crash 1000, crash 300, and crash 500. How to catch spikes. Catching spikes is the most interesting thing in boom and crash. That is where the money is, because if you are trading the trend, if you are trading the opposite side, which is in crash you are buying, instead of selling. If you are buying, you don't know what point that the market will crash. So that is why it's advisable to catch spikes. And catching spikes is easy. Where people find it difficult to catch spikes is when you are waiting. You'll be waiting for spikes to come on. Are you getting it? You'll be waiting for spikes to come on. But this strategy we explain well how to catch spikes without stress, how to know that there will be more strikes. And of course, the other trend of the market, I will do a video for that and share it with you guys, because I have a strategy to also scalp the market, and for you to know that you are not going to encounter spikes while you are buying or while you are selling in boom. So with time, you can see right now the spikes are just coming. The spikes are just so too much. Just imagine how many spikes. 1, 2, 3, and there will be more spikes. Just watch out for this trade. And this is crash 500. Let me start from boom 1000. Let me start from boom, then from boom we'll go to crash. And I'm on the 5 minutes time frame. You get it? Follow this. This is on the 5 minutes time frame. Don't go to the 1 minute or the 30 minutes or the 50 minutes. Use the 5 minutes time frame and follow strictly what I'm about to explain to you. Now, first thing you need to check, you need to be sure of the trend of the market. The trend of the market will actually guide you on the direction. If it's uptrend, you have to follow that uptrend. for boom. If it's downtrend, you have to wait before you get a signal signifies that you are in an uptrend. This is the uptrend right now. You can see specs are always active for boom when the trend of the market is upward. You can't expect to catch specs when the market is in a downtrend. You only catch specs in boom on boom when the trend of the market is to the upside. So after identifying the trend, right now you will see this awesome accelerator oscillator. How to use this is very simple, and it's even self-explanatory because we have two colors down here, which is the green color and the red color. The green color indicates that the spikes will come in as soon as possible. But I'll be explaining this particular strategy in a more simple way that you understand. And don't fail to ask me question in any way, in any way you are not understanding this strategy. Once you are backtesting it or trying it out, or trying it out, don't fail to ask me questions. Right? I have a Telegram channel. I have a Telegram community. I will post the link on the description below. I have a Telegram community. I advise everyone should join that Telegram channel. That Telegram channel is open to everybody. It's open to everybody. It's a channel where you meet other traders and we all come together and share our trading ideas. Now, like I said, first thing first, you have to identify the trend of the market. Then you make sure that you wait for one spike first. Okay, let me come here. You wait for a spike in the market to activate. You wait for a spike, one spike. This is a spike here. Okay, let me identify it. This is a spike. You wait for this spike to come on the market. After identifying the spike, before you will even know that a spike wants to come, you already get your signal here. You can see down here that price was these green lines was big, and at the time it was becoming so tiny, and this is an indication that there is spike that wants to come into the market. Now what you will need to do is for you to just wait for one spike to come, which was this one. After that, immediately, because now you can see that these candles here are becoming bigger, then immediately you enter the market. So if you enter the market from here, you catch this spike, catch this, price pull back to a level here, then continue going up, right? And now this is the same thing that I've explained here. You will see down right here that these candles here, these green candles, these two were big, then this was smaller. All of a sudden you can see the next candle was getting bigger, and that is after the spike have occurred. Then what you do immediately is to enter the market and you let your price run. Imagine you enter this from this level with a nice lot size. Just imagine the profits you'll be. So let me show you more examples. Yeah, you can see it right here. This candle was facing down, it was big, then now facing up here, small, then the next candle was bigger than the first one. So what you will do is you will wait. You wait for the first spike, right? Okay, all right. Yeah, you wait for the first spike. After the first spike, okay, this is it. You wait for the first spike. No, not this. Okay, yeah, this place. Look at it here. You wait for the first spike here. You allow this to spike first. After this spike, enter the market immediately. Enter immediately without wasting time. Just enter immediately. Then you get all of this. I can show you multiple examples. You can see how beautiful this strategy is. I can show you multiple examples. You can see it here. This section was facing to the downside. All these candles were facing to the downside. Then you can see this small one here, this small candle here indicates that a spike wants to occur, and hence this spike came. You wait for this spike first. If you don't see this spike, don't enter the market. So after this spike, you enter the market immediately. Yes, you enter the market here. Enter here and boom. Just look at it. Look at how beautiful this strategy is. This is the best strategy you can find. And this strategy is on my channel. I'm not sure if you can find this strategy anywhere. This strategy is on my channel. Join my Telegram channel. You guys should join my Telegram channel for more trading tips and for more guidance on your trading journey. And don't forget to subscribe on my channel, this YouTube channel, and hit the notification bell. If this is your first time of joining, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video. Now let's just look at this. But this was not a long trend, though. This was not a long trend. I want us to check for an example. Okay, you can see how beautiful this strategy is. The same thing that I said. Now look at it. These candles were facing down, then the small candle came on, and you will wait to see a spike. After that spike, after seeing this, you wait for a spike. So no matter where that spike has come, or whenever that spike has occurred, you enter the market immediately without hesitating. Then you get all of this. So you can see how beautiful this strategy is. So I'll be checking boom 300. Boom 300 is the same thing. It's the same thing with boom 1000. So if you check carefully, you will see that this strategy applies to boom 300 as well, not just boom 1000. It applies to all boom, right? So what you will be doing is for you to make sure you check properly. Okay, that's not even the beginning of the trend. So make sure you check properly. You're interested in the first spike. So you can see this candle facing down, then this short candle facing to the upside, followed by the other one. Then you wait to see, you wait to get the spike. After that spike, you enter the market with a good lot size. Then you make these huge profits right here. You make all these huge profits right here. This is the strategy I'm using to make the boom and crash market and catching spikes. So it applies to boom 500 as well. You can see on boom 500, it's also the same thing. Identifying the trend of the market is as important as anything you can think of. Identifying the trend of the market. So you wait to get this confirmation right here. Once you've gotten this confirmation here, you then wait for a spike. Once that spike has occurred in the market, and you enter immediately. You can see the spikes that followed after you've made your entry down here. After you made your entry down here, you we just enter the market immediately, and I'll show you examples, more examples. You can see it here. Just look at it there. You can see how it aligned when price after that spike. Look at the next candle facing to the upside, right? You enter the market immediately. You enter the market here. Imagine you enter that market there, you get all the spikes, right? You're going to get all the spikes. I can go on and on and on and explain and show you more examples of how this beautiful strategy works. You just have to develop on yourself. Develop on yourself. Focus on this strategy. Build on it. You can even see some things that I haven't seen on this particular strategy. You can see some certain things that I have not seen before. Some people actually need someone to show them a system that works, and they will develop on it. Are you getting it? It's for you to develop on every strategy that you have gotten. It's not compulsory you must use exactly what that person have explained. You can also develop on your own and discover some things that person, or some things that I haven't seen. You can also find out on your own and build on it. This is a very nice strategy that I will advise everyone to make use of. Now this is Crash 1000. In Crash we are not buying. In Crash we are selling. Catching spikes, we will be selling. So for this, we need to identify the trend of the market as well. And the trend of the markets for catching spikes on Crash is downtrend, because we have to sell. Downtrend is for sell, uptrend is for buy. Downtrend is for crash, uptrend is for boom, catching spikes. So it applies the same way I explained on boom applies to crash as well. Just that is the opposite of boom. It's the opposite of boom. So I'll be showing you this quickly. You can see these candles to the upside, they are all facing up. Then you wait for these candles to show you that they are going to the downside, like they are facing to the downside, right? And you make sure they are facing to the downside, and you identify a spike. After you've gotten this confirmation down here, you wait for a spike. After that first spike, you enter the market immediately. You enter, just look at the whole profit that came on. You enter the market immediately. This is a very simple strategy, very, very simple and direct. Very simple and direct because of the way it is, right? And don't hesitate to ask me questions if you don't understand it. You can just see this right here. This candles was facing to the upside for a long period of time. Then this candle started pushing down. Now after I identified that this candle it's facing to the downside, you wait for a spike here. After getting a spike, whether small spike or big spike, you wait. After getting it, you enter the market immediately and patiently wait. This is another thing, patience. You patiently wait to walk into profit, right? Yes, it's very, very important. You patiently wait to walk into profit, and definitely you must be in profit. And that's why you follow strictly to what I have explained, right? You follow strictly to what I have explained. You see right here, identify that this particular place that this candle is facing to the downside is very important, because after identifying that this candle is facing to the downside, you come to the up, you wait for a spike, and you enter immediately. you hop into the market immediately. So let me show you on crash 300. I'm showing you these other assets so that you will know that this strategy actually works, right? It's the same everywhere. Crash 300, crash 1000, and I saw a crash 500. Remember I told you, I said that when I opened this crash 500, the spike was there. I told you there will be more spikes, and just look at more spikes that really came. Just look at it. When I opened this crash 500, it was here, and now look at the more spikes that came. So you can see how beautiful this strategy is, how perfect this strategy. You will hardly lose if you really know what you are doing. If you are ready to use this strategy, you will hardly. It's not that you are not going to lose. You will definitely lose some trade, but it's not something that will be coming often, because I expect you, if you are using this strategy very well, if you're using it the way I explained, and also if you can discover yourself like adding other things you've seen, there's no way you will not come out profitable in this strategy. Just it's the same thing everywhere. You make sure you identify that this candles is facing the downside, then you wait for a spike right here. After that spike, you enter immediately, and look at the whole spikes that became that you entered. So I'll be very much happy if I get positive comments of how you've tested the strategy and how you've been making profits, either profit or loss. Make sure your profit is more than your loss, and backtest this strategy on your demo account. Don't just because I praise the strategy in such a way that you will not get yourself carried away. You enter your real account and start trading immediately. No, take some time, take some days. You can use 2 to 3 days to test run the strategy on a demo account. You can use a week, you can use 2 days, you can use a day, but make sure you test it first on your demo account before applying it to your real account. It's not advisable for you to just apply it direct on your real account. You might end up blowing your account. That is the reason why demo account is there. Demo account is meant for you to test any strategy at any time. You can enter any amount of lot size on demo account. You can do a lot of things that you cannot do on your real account on demo account. So demo is just like a dump site. You practice very well and make sure you are well convinced that you cannot trade on your real account before going on your real account. And don't forget to join my Telegram channel. I will post the link on the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Do well to subscribe, like, and share.